All right, welcome back to JR and Sue's farm. Today it's the combination of a couple different projects coming together. I was talking to a friend of mine and he said he was going to build a workbench. And we got to discussing it, and I told him, I said, I've got some slabs left over. And so we talked about it. And anyway, we're going to try to get some lumber out of these here slabs and see what we come out with. He's wanting an 8-foot workbench, and what we're going to do is we're going to cut them long so he can do whatever he wants with them, but we're going to do the sides out of them. Now this come out of making planks for a staircase. We got all those planks we needed, and this was just left over. This is what happens when you got a mill. You end up with wood that you don't know what you're going to do with, and it just sits there. And if you don't talk to people, you don't ever know what they're doing. In today's world, no one talks, they get on their phones. But we were visiting about it, we figured that out. This was what we come up with for getting extra wood. Sue's behind the phone today recording this for me, and we're going to try to cut these out. Now, I ran into a fella last week, new subscriber to the channel, and he was talking about his dad was wanting a mill. And this is another reason, if you have a sawmill, don't throw anything away. If you can stack it, put it back, you don't never know when you're going to need it. And there's no need of cutting another tree down when you still got wood laying around that it can be used. You never know what's going to come up. So anyway, I'm going to get this thing set up. It's heavy, and I'll be flip-flopping around, so when I get ready to cut, we'll come back and we'll show you how to cut it. All right, now we got the mill lined up, warmed up, blades tight. We're going to try to cut this as quick as, well, not as quick, but to get the maximum out of it. So that's our intention, is get the maximum of the board. Right now, I got to get some water flowing through her. We won't let it run. And something happened right there that you don't ever want to happen. The minute I started cutting, it tilted. Yep, it leaned bad right. That was the minute I started cutting, it leaned. So, what we're going to have to do, if we're going to take a break, I'm going to readjust this arm right here because it's leaning back, and I'm going to straighten it to where it will cut through. That's what happens when your mill sets for a little while. Every time you go back to do something, you have to readjust. Okay, we'll be right back. All right, I'll give you a hint of what I did. So bring the camera over and I'll show you. There's an adjustment. Come around the other side of me. Right here, that helps keep this thing in line. And after a while, after you use it, it's like any other moving part, they wear. So you have to readjust every once in a while. You're always tinkering with the mill, especially if you don't use it all the time. I think it's better to use it all the time than it is like we do on just the weekends and stuff. But anyway, we got our boards up and right. Hopefully they're pretty stout in there and we can cut them and get done with this. I'll start it up. As usual, gloves, ear protection, and we'll try to cut this down and get a straight edge on it. We're not really worried about the width We're just trying to get as much as possible for it. We're just trying to get as much out of the board. I'll let them cut it down to whatever they want. But the way I figured it, it tends to be a little bit bigger than 2 foot wide. We can cut all of it. And our gloves and the hose on are really moving. We have okay. Now, this board is pretty wide. It is 2 1/4. That'd be perfect for a workbench. We're going to flip it over and get the other side. We're going to leave that little bit of bark there. In that thick of a board, putting it on a workbench, the other side is just perfect. Never know the difference. We'll flip this thing over. Always helps when you have another hand. Like I said, we're not worried about the thickness of it, really. We're just trying to get it as wide as possible for him. Now, we didn't get enough out of that one. We're going to have to drop her down about another inch. That's too much. So, we'll make it. It'll be 12 inches wide when we get done. That's a pretty good sized board. I'm going pretty fast here, but this board is dry, and it's cutting super well. Yeah, see there we go. We got a full board that way. That'll be thick enough and stout enough to make the workbench. Okay. I'll drag that thing over. We'll cut our other one. That'll hold just about anything you want to put on it. Now, I'll set my stuff over here. About drag this other one over. Lift it. All these boards are heavy. I'm going to cut that down. We'll see what we end up. I'm going to raise it up a little bit. All right. Man, that is just about perfect right there. All right, we're going to drop her down. We'll put her at 13 inches. That ought to give it enough. Well, yeah, we're going to have this right. There's a little bit there. That'll be the bottom. We're going to go back and cut her at 12, get rid of that. Take another inch off. All right, that'll be excellent. That got her down to pretty flush. Now it's got a bad spot in there, but this is going to be a workbench, so I think it'll be all right. Let me raise this thing up, get it over here. Got the best side on that one. See what's better side on this one here. They're not evened up together. Now, I don't know about yous, but you could get up there and dance a jig on that workbench. So anyway, that's what we're doing. I'm gonna take and deliver this before I go on out to work and see what he thinks. So for now, if you like our videos, share them with a friend. If you don't like our videos, share them with all your friends. Why should you suffer alone? Anyway, it's been fun making the video. Hope you like it. Good day.